Hi there! Welcome back to Episode 5 of TPRA's Third-Party Risk Management 101 series, a guide for creating and enhancing your third-party risk management program. This video will cover Section 4 of Pre-Contract Due Diligence, the second phase of the TPRM lifecycle. If you have not done so already, be sure to watch Part 1 of this video, as we covered several sections within pre-contract due diligence which are relevant to the phase as a whole. These videos will help you better understand the foundations of building a comprehensive third-party risk management program. Previous sections reviewed in Part 1 include Third-Party Risk Profile, Inherent Risk Questionnaire, and Risk-Based Assessments. In today's video, we'll be focusing on risk identification. After conducting thorough risk assessments, as noted in Section 3 of Pre-Contract Due Diligence, the next step is to identify specific issues or risks that may exist within your third-party relationships. These issues could range from regulatory noncompliance to operational inefficiencies or security vulnerabilities. Issue identification is the process of actively seeking out and recognizing potential problems or risks within the risk assessments performed. This can involve reviewing assessment results, analyzing performance data, and conducting further investigations if needed. Once issues are identified, it's important to take corrective action to address them effectively. This involves working with the third party to develop remediation plans to help resolve the identified issues. Corrective action should be designed to remediate the issues and prevent their reoccurrence in the future. Identifying risk within completed third-party risk assessments involves a systematic process of reviewing the assessment results and analyzing the gathered information. We'll go through a step-by-step guide on how to identify risk within third-party assessments. Step 1. Review assessment results. Begin by thoroughly reviewing the results of the completed third-party risk assessments. This includes all the information gathered from questionnaires, controls testing, due diligence activities, and any other relevant sources. Compare to benchmark. If available, compare the assessment results against industry benchmarks or best practices. This can help you identify where your third party's risk levels stand in comparison to others in the same sector. Analyze control effectiveness. Examine the effectiveness of controls that were tested during the assessment. If controls are found to be weak or ineffective, they could indicate areas of heightened risk. Consider dependencies. Consider how the third party's risks might impact your organization. Identify risks that could have a cascading effect on your operations, finances, or reputation. Incorporate subject matter experts. Involve subject matter experts from relevant departments, such as legal, compliance, IT, finance, or others, to provide additional insights and perspectives on specific risks within their domains. Engage third parties. Collaborate with the third parties themselves to discuss the assessment results and seek their validation on identified risks. Their perspective can provide valuable context and potentially uncover secondary controls in place to mitigate risk or address it altogether. Once risks are identified, prioritize them based on their potential impact on your organization and the likelihood of their occurrence. Document the prioritization for each risk in a high, medium, or low risk rating. High impact, high likelihood risks should be addressed with urgency, thus should be noted as a high risk. Risk rating should be in line with your organization's risk management methodology. For example, if you have an internal audit team that has a predefined risk rating methodology, then leverage a similar risk rating system. It is likely that your organization's board already receives audit reports noting the predefined risk ratings. Therefore, they are familiar with the rating system. It is best practice to align your rating system with one your organization has already established to ensure consistency across your organization. By following these steps, you can effectively identify risk within completed third-party assessments and lay the groundwork for informed decision-making and risk mitigation efforts. We hope you found this episode of TPRM 101 beneficial and informative. Our next video will cover risk remediation, Section 5 of the pre-contract due diligence phase. Thanks for watching!